Okay, yeah, Scream 7. Halloween Death Day filmmaker Christopher Landon officially is going to direct Scream 7. Now, guys, how do you feel about that? Are you happy? Does that make you tingly inside that Christopher Landon is doing the new Scream movie? I mean, I'm happy that they finally greenlit Scream 7. It's official now. I'll go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off and say I am really, really ecstatic that it's Christopher Landon. Just because he is, I think, the perfect fit for a Scream movie. You know? Even if, like, Radio Silence didn't do the previous Scream movies, I would have been completely happy with his style of filmmaking, Christopher Landon. I think he is going to be really great, you know, because he knows how to handle comedy. And I'll say right now, let's go through the three movies that I've seen of his, Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day 2. I don't really like them that much. The first one, I gave it another watch last year, had a better time with it, you know, for what it was. And I think when I first went into that movie, I was wanting something really bloody and nasty. And I think my expectations were wrong. You know, I should have accepted that movie for what it was. It's more of like a horror comedy. The second one, I still don't like, okay? Because it's not a horror movie at all. It's not a horror. So I think if you're in the mood for a comedy, just a straight up comedy, like with a little bit of science fiction to it, then you'll be fine. But if you're looking for a slasher movie or a horror movie, the second one to me is just horrible. I don't like it at all. But the thing I do like about both those movies is Jessica Roth. So one thing that this does, you know, like we were freaking out about Radio Silence with Samara Weaving. Now, and I've heard this mentioned quite a few times, even in the past, way before Christopher Landon was attached to Scream, was that, man, it would be really cool if Jessica Roth was in like a Scream movie. Just because she fits that mold of an actress in a Scream movie, right? So does this kind of open up the possibility of getting Jessica Roth? Or if we jump over to his next movie, Freaky, now we're talking. I love Freaky, okay? That's just the horror slasher fan in me with a little bit of Freaky Friday and a little bit of Vince Vaughn and Catherine Newton. I think Catherine Newton would be a great addition to a Scream movie. So, yeah. I'm excited. They couldn't have picked a better guy to do a Scream movie. You know? At least it's not Rob Zombie. Guys, what if they announced Rob Zombie was doing Scream 7? What would you... I need your reaction, okay? Yeah, and I like some of Rob Zombie's movies, okay? Critical Overlord, what's up, brother? What's up? I'm going to be mentioning you. When we get there, I'm going to be mentioning you. Critical Overlord, man. Love that guy. He's a good friend. We both are... We go to press screenings. He lives in Florida, too. But he lives... I think... Critical Overlord, don't you go to the Tampa ones? Something like that? Like, I had a chance to go see Barbie, but I had to go see it in Tampa. And I didn't have the time, so I didn't go see it. But I think Critical Overlord, I think he goes to the ones in Tampa. I don't know. But we chat back and forth on the Twitters, I mean the X's, all the time. You know, hey, did you get your invite? You know, stuff like that. We always talk stuff like that. And sometimes he'll send me some nuggets. Critical Overlord, man, he gets the nuggets, you know? So we're going to talk about sources and this whole Nightmare on Elm Street debacle, and some people how they lost their minds, you know? At the end of the day, it's news, it's rumors. It's not gonna ruin my day, you know? So we'll get there. We'll get there. But let's run through this Scream news. Everybody's happy. Bloody, disgusting. Okay, Scream 7 Happy Death Day filmmaker Christopher Landon officially on board to direct. And there's the pretty guy himself, Ghostface. We all love him. He's got a personality, right? Ghostface is an interesting killer too because it's always a different person behind that mask. But for some reason, when the mask is on, we just see him as Ghostface, right? It's hard to describe, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Like you see him as one person. even though you know it's a different person behind that mask. So, Bloody Disgusting was the first to tell you this morning that Radio Silence will not be returning to direct the upcoming Scream 7 due to scheduling issues, and we also let you know that Christopher Landon was in talks to direct. Well, it looks like it's now official. The Hollywood Reporter made it official this afternoon, reporting that Spyglass has tapped Christopher Landon, a scary movie stalwart, whose credits include Happy Death Day movies as well as body-switching horror comedy Freaky. Freaky is awesome, guys. Definitely check out Freaky, okay? And Happy Death Day, okay? The first one, I like the first one. To direct the 7th installment of the long-running franchise. This according to multiple sources. Okay. Scream and Scream 6 directors, Radio Silence, will remain on board as executive producers as well as Chad Villa. What I'm looking for, guys, and let me know if you know, have they even attached the writers yet? Like, are the writers of Scream 6 or Scream 5 and 6 going to be writing this? I don't know. Let's keep reading. No word yet on who will be writing Scream 7. Man, I teed that right up. But the Hollywood Reporter reports that Melissa Barrera and Mason Gooding are expected to return. As for Jenna Ortega, only time will tell. Hold on. Red flag. Red flag. Guys, how do you feel about that? If she doesn't show up on this thing, is that gonna, because some horror properties, when you don't have the, I guess the core 4, if you don't have all of them show up, is it gonna hurt you? Is it gonna hurt you? I don't know. Something's gonna be missing if Jenna Ortega doesn't show up. That's my opinion. All right. It could still be great. It could still be. You know what though? What would dry those tears? Tell me, guys. What would dry those tears in replacement of Jenna Ortega? Like, if this would happen, then I wouldn't even care. I'd be fine. I'd be okay. All right. I'll say that right now. And if that would be if Neve Campbell signed on to do this next movie, Sidney. Yes. If Sidney is back, then that's what's gonna dry those tears for Jenna Ortega. All right. It would be nice to have Jenna Ortega, but man, if we get Sidney back, boy, you know what? They need to freaking dig deep, deep, deep in those pockets, those Scream pockets. All right. Because you know what, guys? Look how much money these movies make. All right. And they spend what? 10, 15 million on them, maybe 20. Pay that woman what she needs and give her a damn big, fat, juicy part. Okay? Give her the first. What if Sidney Prescott was the opening of a Scream movie? Has that ever happened? Let me think about this. Scream 1, 2, 3, 4. No. That would be kind of cool. If Sidney Prescott was the opening of the movie, that would be pretty damn cool. Okay? And man, they wouldn't have the balls to do that, to kill Sidney Prescott. I don't even want to say it out loud. Jesus. Somebody take it out of my mouth right now. That did not sound right. Jesus. Okay. So basically they're talking about what Christopher Landon wrote. We don't need to know all that. But, what we do need to know is that Christopher Landon is the right pick for a new Scream. I can't think. Guys, is there another director before this was announced that you were like, damn, I wish this guy would direct a new Scream movie, Because I think certain directors are perfect for certain properties. Like Mike Flanagan, no, I would not want Mike Flanagan doing a Scream movie. I think he does movies that are more darker in tone, a little bit more patient, I don't think he would be the right, but and I'm wondering if a story's even written for Scream 7, okay? Now, Jamie Blanks would be a good one. Jamie Blanks could be a good one for sure. John Carpenter would not be a good... Actually, you know what, guys? If John Carpenter did a Scream movie, I'd watch it. But, I mean, it's just... Scream has a rhythm to it, It's a dance. Scream is jazz, right? And then Ghostface pops up. I'm going to gut you like a fish. David Fincher, Erica. No, I'd watch it. But that'd be a dark... I mean, these last 2 movies got pretty dark, especially the last one. Like, guys, answer me this. Did you like the darker tone of Scream 7? Because I would even say Scream 7 kind of scaled back the comedy a bit. I quite enjoyed it though, you know, and I think it helped that it was in the, you know, gritty New York City. So yeah. Now the big thing I'm wondering, and what I hope they do, is they play around with the darkness in Sam, you know, because the way things left off at the end of Scream 6 was pretty damn cool, you know. No, she didn't go bad or anything, but the way she's, well, it's right there when she's staring at that mask. I wonder what was going on inside her head, you know, when she's staring at that mask. The possibilities going forward down the road that they could do in this franchise, and I do think they mix things up a little bit in Scream 6, you know, by having the killer be killed at the beginning of the movie, which was kind of cool. The killer revealing himself at the beginning of the movie. You know, they were taking some risks and they were trying some different things. So what do they do for Scream 7? Do they scale it back and do as like Mustafa Akkad would say and go back to the basics? Or do they keep, you know, peeling back this onion and getting a little crazier? What do you guys prefer? Write it down in the chat. Would you rather them go back to more of a basic Scream plot, or do you want them to keep going down this rabbit hole? Surprise me. Do something completely crazy, you know? Make Ghostface a fucking robot. Who knows? I do want them to go crazy, you know? Take a risk. Land on your face. Who knows, right? Do something new, like Nathan Mills says, all right? Go to space. Fuck it. Scale back, guys. All right, hey, pull it back. All right, we don't want to go to space. Also, make them not so immortal as they were in Scream 6. Yeah, that, you know, and I think that was my jarring reaction that I had when I did my out of theater reaction. Guys, that's just the way I am. Okay, I get emotional about movies. I get stupid, and when I came out of Scream, I was pissed off just because. Yeah, I like these characters, but if you're going to fucking, you know, freaking stab them like 15 times in the chest and then at the end just roll them out on a gurney. No, you can't do that. You can't do that, right? I think that's in page 37 of the script writing handbook. You can't stab somebody in the chest 18 times and then have them roll out on a gurney 30 minutes later. That's stupidity at its finest, all right? You didn't need to do that, all right? Somebody write the damn thing. Take a break. Like the guy's writing, he's like, "Oh shit! Oh my god! I just stabbed Chad in the chest 18 times." And there were two writers. Hey, can you take a look at this real quick? Tell me where to go from here. I think I just killed Chad. You know, Chad's built differently. Frank Riker says, "Fuck Scream." Holy shit! This just got real. Oh man. You know, Scream's that franchise that keeps me coming back because of the possibilities, where they could go, you know? I love Ghostface as a character. I love crazy twist endings. I always have, not just Scream. Any movie that gives me a whacked out, crazy, happy birthday to me twist ending that stands on its head, I love that stuff. You know, go as crazy as you possibly can with that twist. Give me twist after twist after twist after twist after Oliver Twist if you want to, you know? I love that. I love that. But like Jason's saying right there, Scream is the safest horror franchise ever. Because before 6, it's pretty safe to say they were playing it pretty safe. Right? With every movie. And I think that's one thing that started annoying people to death. It's like, can you please try something different with these twist endings? Do we have to have two killers every single time? And maybe that's not even the problem, because when we have one killer, we still end up with the same problems. I don't know. Go crazy. You know? I still think that they should not reveal who the killer is at the end of the movie. He should get away. The killer should get away. To be continued. There's something that's got to be done with your kids, Marty. You know? That's what they should be doing with Scream. All right? If they watch Prime Night, they'd save time. Damn it. All right. Jesus. I lost it. Okay? That's what Scream does to me, though. What's up, guys? You are at the end of the DD Live clip. what I do is I like to clip these out if I think the topic is important or something that's newsworthy. So thank you for watching. And if you want to watch more, you can go over here. You can go over here, click on one of those. And yeah, hopefully I can do this for 20 seconds, which I think I did. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching, guys.